Every day we see stresses and we see things going on in our life. We see our money being tough to come by. It seems like our economy is not doing as good as it should. Seems like we're going to war and all these things. And there's times that we just get down, times that we just get disheartened. I do. But then there's times I come back and say, you know what? There is hope. There is things changing. And the thing is, even when the world is going to pieces, is there actually something really happening behind the scenes? Are we truly seeing the pendulum swing? Are we truly seeing signs of hope? Today we're going to discuss just that, an uplifting opportunity to say, you know what, even in the trials, there's triumph. Let's jump into it, because when we put our mindset, even in the stresses that we go through, but when we put our mindset above that and we say, you know what, we need to learn from it, but gain wisdom, we could change it all for the better. Let's jump into it. Today's video starts right now. Hey guys, welcome to The Max. Thank you so very much for being here today. If you are new to the channel, go down here, press subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up if you like the content of today. Now, today's video is a little different. Yes, we usually talk about news and prepping, and we talk about modern current events that's going on right now. And those things impact our life, and they make us either get better and learn from them, or get better and we fall into almost depression. We get stressed and worried. The whole point of our concept of doing videos is to learn from the story at hand to get better, to find hope and understanding that there is a way to navigate sometimes when life is crazy. Now, there's times that it seems like there's no way out, and there seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I think of our economy, it's fallen to pieces. Our dollar is fallen to pieces. All the while, we have to look past that. What's bigger than money? Same way with our job. Sometimes my job is crazy, I get stressed. Sometimes the farm is crazy, I get stressed. Sometimes YouTube is crazy, I get stressed. And then I go back and say, you know what? But there's something better happening. We have to look past that. Well, that's the point. When the world seems like it's fallen to pieces, sometimes it's actually just fallen into the place. Now, I'm a Christian. I believe in God's sovereignty, and I believe that through that, even in tough times, as we always said, there's always a sunrise. There's days that, man, it just get me down. There's times that I get so, I wouldn't say bitter, but so just argumentative and just almost intoxicated with the bad news. And it seems to put me in a place where I'm just like, man, forget the world. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm just going to live my life. And I get that way, and then I come back and think, yeah, but think how many people we can impact if we just talk about what's really going on. When we talk about really what's going on, then we can gather hope. If I don't teach anyone anything, the one thing I want people to get out of our videos is that Christ is everything to us. Without God, we're nothing. And what I've seen, and this is where we're going to go into the stories, you're starting to see things change. Not on the worldly perspective. The world is falling to pieces like it always does, but absolutely it's falling into place for a lot of people. You see biggest podcasters like Russell Brand. You see the OnlyFans person. You see Sean Ryan. You see PBD. Some of these bigger podcasters are now turning to faith. Now, does that mean they're going to live a holy, prosperous life and be monks in the monastery? No, it doesn't mean that. What it does mean, though, is you're starting to see people have lost hope in the world and in politicians and in everything, even amongst themselves, to where they have to say, you know what? Now I do see that when the world's falling to pieces, there is someone who is protecting us. And so I'm starting to see those biggest podcasters, those more popular influencers, coming around to the fact that there really may be a God. Now, there is only one God, and there is one God through Jesus, and we get to know him. But I think that's encouraging. I want to read two stories from Breitbart that I think that's huge, and it kind of goes along with that on the scale of not influencing, but on the scale of people changing their lives. Would you listen to this? This was an April story. It said, God is moving. Thousands of U.S. students hungry for truth, flood revivals, and hundreds get baptized. People are longing for something. And sometimes when we find that there is nothing shining in our world, everything's chaos, politicians are letting you down on both sides, people are going to court, there's Supreme Court's doing crazy things, no one can be trusted anymore, the dollar's falling. But then remember, that means God shows up, because it shows that people are searching for truth, and all of a sudden they say, you know what? There's got to be something better than this. And they seek and they search. And when they seek it, they find it. Another story says, a move of God, more than 2,000 gather for baptisms across the U.S. as people are wanting hope. They're seeking hope. Massive baptism movement swept the United States, and when people gathered on Saturday to worship God. Thousands gathered alongside revivalist and core group leader from Siesta Beach in Sarasota, Florida. On Saturday, the praise of Jesus Christ rang out from California, Florida, Texas, and a lot of places throughout the Midwest. When God does something, He makes it known. You're starting to see a movement of awakening and revival where people are longing for more than what the world has to offer. More recently, in April, a group called United US says 7,000 students came together near University of Georgia to worship Jesus, and hundreds were baptized. People are seeking hope. You know, when we do our content day in and day out, every video is going to be a warning or a prepping style video to help you see what's going on. That is the world. The world that we live in is fallen and faltering, and literally it seems like it's burning. But here's the key. When we talk about those things, the whole point is to gain a common sense approach and a wiser outlook on how to raise your family, how to seek guidance, how to understand that you can find hope in anything. Every day, it ends with nighttime. It gets dark, but then there's sunrise, always coming the next morning. So the video today, the purpose of today, the message of today is this. You have to find hope. You have to seek a higher calling. And for us, of course, as Christians, that's Christ. Let me tell you how people are hopeless. Right now, America and most of the world is not having children. Most Americans are falling into depression or in therapy, and they're on so many kinds of medicines to try to find hope. But that's not hope. So many Americans are seeking a politician or a podcaster or an influencer or some movie star or someone to give them hope. And all the while, we're going to be let down by those people. So what I do love seeing is that younger generations are trying to seek hope again. I will say this. You're starting to see a stronger, younger man grow up. You're starting to see a more conservative man say, you know what, I do want a home. I do want a family. I do want children. I want something better because I see what the world's giving me and it's worthless. I want more. So today, if you can impact someone and talk about the things that matter, the current events that's causing issues, let's learn from it and let's seek hope. Let's seek Christ. And here's the thing. If you're young enough, man, have children, get married, start a family. When we start building our homes again, we start making better decisions, we start making better communities, we're making better towns, states, and nations. It starts with our home. And then when we have hope in our home because we love each other and we have a great marriage and we have great children, do something for your spouse today. Do something for your children today. The smallest of things. If your wife likes chocolate, buy her chocolate today. If your husband likes, this good meal, make this good meal today. If your children want to play Uno tonight, play Uno tonight. A stack of Uno cards are like $5 at Walmart. Go buy it. It's time to change what we're doing, because what we've seen is if we keep on going on this same carousel, it doesn't change, and we keep going around in circles and circles and circles until the world burns around us. But if we say, you know what, I want to change. I want to be better. I want to make my family better. It starts with hope. It starts with a groundedness in your faith. It starts loving on your family. When you start having those things right, all the world and all the trash and all the garbage and all the stuff that hits us, we're more prepared for it because we are spiritually grounded. And when you see like the stories like this, that people are getting, I mean, thousands of people are getting baptized. Thousands of people are searching. That shows that actually the world may be falling to pieces, but in God's eyes, it's all falling right into place. Wars are going on. Crimes are taking place in big cities. I mean, our dollar's struggling. We have an election coming up that's going to be one of the biggest elections of all time. But remember, if we ground ourselves in wisdom, faith, and our family, we will make it through. Press on. Do the things that you're supposed to do. Help prepare so that way you're not as frantic when times get tougher. Because times are getting tougher. We've talked about that in the last few days. Guys, thank you for watching. Share this message with other people. We have been so held down lately, this last week or two, with our videos not going as far as they need to. The point of what we do is to spread awareness of what's going on so we can have a better outlook. And if you think there's someone that can use that, share that with them today. Give us a thumbs up. That means the world to me. That's like saying, good job, YouTube, push it on out. So I hope that you'll give us a thumbs up. Comment below what your thoughts are. And thank you so much for watching. God bless. Happy homesteading, y'all.